Hello everyone. As you can see, I'm not playing Pokemon today. And the reason for that is just because I wanted to play some Risk of Rain 2. And so here we are. Of course, I'm still going to be a primarily Pokemon channel, but there are some things that I want to talk about. Um, Perhaps Pokemon does not really fit as a backdrop that well. So I will occasionally be posting variety content, stuff like Balatro, stuff like Risk of Rain, as I discuss some topics that I think are better suited to these kinds of videos. I was first introduced to roguelike games by my cousin, who was playing Risk of Rain 1, and as a byproduct, I developed an interest in that franchise, and I decided to pick up Risk of Rain 2 as it was on sale. Initially, I didn't particularly like the game because, as you can imagine, I wasn't particularly used to the concept that the time you spend in the game doesn't necessarily amount to any progress. So I kind of put it on the back burner for a while. I didn't enjoy it the most. After some point, I realized something, and I think the narrator of Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy put it best. It's that in a lot of games, there happens to be sort of fake obstacles, and they can be circumvented by the player doing things that are not necessarily in the normal gameplay loop of the game, right? So let's look at Pokemon. I mean, obviously, Pokemon is not known for its difficulty. I think it serves as a good example nonetheless. If you are having trouble with a certain encounter, really all you have to do is commit a lot of time to just grinding levels, right? Grinding levels is not what you think about when you play Pokemon. Like, you think about playing battles, right? There are plenty of games like this. For instance, if you look at Terraria, there are often very large gaps in how strong you can be at any given point in progression. I eventually became a little disillusioned with these kinds of things because those things are kind of boring, right? Like, if you're playing Terraria and you want to, I don't know, if you want to grind for the Rod of Discord or something, like, does anyone have fun doing that exactly? If you contrast this to the experience of a roguelike, it's markedly more engaging in that gaining strength, getting items, it has been incorporated into a part of the loop. In these games, you have a limited number of item checks, and you have a limited number of stages to work with. Ooh, wait, caffeinator build coming up. It essentially gives you a much greater sense of urgency when it comes to all these kinds of things. Although you don't carry any... Oh, wow. Oh, everything's so good. Okay. And although you don't carry any tangible things, like you can't keep your run, obviously, you do get to improve at handling the holistic experience of that roguelike. You're just all the more adaptable, and you can make much more accurate decisions the next time around. I'll probably just print double fireworks. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to get rid of anything else. Yeah, I'm not gonna go all into the firework build yet. One thing that I really like about roguelikes as well is that they're generally not particularly knowledge intensive, right? You can be not that great at roguelikes, and you can still achieve moderate to mild success because naturally the items are randomly generated, right? So, oh man, just after printing the fireworks too. This means that you can still enjoy the game, and there's not a very large ceiling, or there's not a very high skill floor for a lot of these games. Like, anyone can just load up Balatro, even if you don't want to take it that seriously, or don't want to commit that much time and, just play a 30-minute run, call it a day. I play Slay the Spire and Balatro occasionally. I'm not as good at them as I am with Risk of Rain. Ah, yes, that's quite nice. but I can still really enjoy them, right? I don't have to commit too much time to get the full experience. I don't have to work up to a build. It's just a clean, streamlined experience for those of them who are done right, obviously. It's rare that these games will ever turn into something that you don't enjoy at least a little. Whereas that's happened to me with a lot of my games in the past. Terraria, there were certain elements that I just really couldn't tough out, you know? That's it's kind of a, like, obviously that's kind of a personal thing. I'm not gonna pretend that like everyone has the same experience or that Terraria is somehow worse because I didn't like certain elements of it, but I don't think I'm the only one that is annoyed by the sort of polarizing events where, you know, they're really easy and kind of a hassle if you have the right equipment, and they're just kind of like hell if you don't, right? And that's not even to mention all of the like stat stick boss battles and like highly cheesable encounters that are all kind of just based on how much time you want to spend preparing. Like potions and shit are so stupid. But I digress. Needle tick. I should re-roll that, see if I can get a safer space. Ah, perfect. It's even better. I still got my feather. Got a uke. I've got okay damage. It's like pretty much just the crit in the watch, which is not great for 22 minutes, but hopefully this can hook us up. Here's my encrusted key. The scrapper here. This is going to be a really good stage as long as I can just live through it. And I think I saw a caffeinator come down just now, eh? Ah, nice. All right. Now we're getting going here. Now we're getting going. Yeah, nice. Okay, this is good. Okay. Ah, perfect. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Check this out. Ah, yes. We're more than okay now. Another reason why I wanted to try out a little bit more of this form of content, I misclicked, but that's actually really good, is because all of my videos are completely unscripted. Sometimes when I was recording replays of Pokemon battles and stuff, because it's a replay and I can just do over my footage as many times as I want, sometimes I would get a little bit too in the weeds about getting the words of the introduction and whatnot perfect, and that wasn't really the goal of my channel. It was to the goal of my channel was to just practice my communication and try to think better on the fly. And if I'm just, you know, telegraphing what I'm going to say and then saying it, it kind of defeats the whole purpose. So yeah, I figured let's not do that. Ah, wait, I forgot. I have a regen scrap, so I should just use it over here. Yeah, see, there are a lot of interesting like ways you can control what items you get in Risk of Rain, and I really appreciate how these systems can be exploited to maximum effectiveness. It's rather nice. There's an imp. If I could get a Shatter Spleen, that'd be really good as well. Aha, there's a equipment. Let's see if we can get a gun. I can get some good. Okay, which one do I do? I think I gun this guy. Yeah, there we go. And perfect. Oh my god, this is such a good spot. And now we have all the AoE we could ever want. And a lot of single target as well. Yes, oh banned, okay. Bro, this is going so well. I just got and more crit? Wow. Okay, this is going great, this is going great. See, it's so rewarding when you know, make the like disciplined calls like, oh, I could have just killed that guy, but instead I just found, like, looked for equipment, found a gun, got this boss trophy, and now I have a really good run. Ah, it's perfect. It's so perfect. Look at that. I got a key. Wow. Yeah, Recycler is really overpowered because you literally get effectively twice the number of item checks as you would normally. Like this is the first run that I'm recording, by the way. Like it just goes to show that like once you lab all this stuff for a little bit, like it's really ooh! I really want to play this safe because I know I have the damage and the items to win, but I just need to not troll. Perfect. There we go. Get all this bleed up. Oh, there's so many. Nice. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Wow. There's a lot of skills in Risk of Rain 2. Oh. This triples crit damage. I'll take one of those. So it comes down to how well you know your character and how well you're able to fight for good items for yourself. If possible, I would like to load up on defensive items now. Like, I have a lot of damage. I would just like to prevent myself from getting murked. Yeah, so all about playing patient, getting these, like setting yourself up to get these items with scrappers and whatnot. There's some chests over here. This might be a chance. I need to reroll that. So if I can get an opal out of either one of those two, that would just be so fantastic. So scrap that. Ah, there it is. Look at that opal. Okay, yeah, I think I should go take the extra life. And I will also take this scorpion here. And I guess, is there any other red item that could be potentially useful to me? Not really. Pretty much set in that. Let's do it. My poor beetle guard is just taking the brunt of like all this firepower, bro. He's getting lined up. Oh no, he's dead, and he's back. Okay, I gotta lock it. This part is the dangerous part. This part is the, for those of you who don't know, this is colloquially known as pizza, or I suppose it is quite like the widely appreciated food item, but it's quite unlike it in the sense that nobody appreciates it. Oh my goodness, that was scary. As you can see, this is quite this is not unlike the composition of a pizza slice. Thus why this attack is called pizza. Ooh. No, please, brother. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Okay, now I think I should be okay. My BG is still around, so this guy I gotta watch out for, because he is not mine. He is not mine. We did not claim him. Uh-oh. He might proc something off of my guy. Oh! No! My dude! Nice. Alright, there we go. That's the run, boys. Good shit. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say about roguelikes, or you perhaps enjoyed the run itself. And for those of you who have not tried any roguelike game before, you should. Some great ones to start with are Slay the Spire, Balatro, Risk of Rain 2. You know, quite a star-studded cast of recommendations that I've left you with here. Hope you have a good day.